This is what made this thing so famous. This incredible top.
Is it supposed to come up sideways?
What?
Yeah, I think your top is broken. It's a little crooked back here. Hey, you want to go back up?
Oh,
Previously on the Autopian.
You might recall the Autopian's last company car. This year, though, we decided to go for something even weirder. And we all have to thank Xpel, our brand partner, because we're gonna do some crazy stuff with this. It's a Nissan Murano CrossCabriolet. The previous owner clearly understood how big this door is. How could you possibly get that many chips on one door? How is that even possible? This looks like dog chew marks. How does this, why is this, oh God. You got a couple of dings here, ding there. Little ding here, you can see, hopefully that was just a shopping cart and not a human skull. You can see this just smudginess of white, and there's a crack there. We're taking this thing to PFS, Protective Film Solutions, and they're going to see if they can clean this thing up, make it look really shiny and nice so that we can put PPF on it and then get ready to take this thing through some serious challenges.
Yeah, so you haven't been here before.
This is PFS.
This is PFS.
Legendary.
Oh, I appreciate that. This part of the shop, specifically right here, is where we do our ceramic coating.
I was expecting this to be a lot more boring, but you guys really vibe this place up. Look at that whole wall.
You spend more time here than at home. You're bound to make it very unique. And
it's incredible.
One of the cars over here now is getting a vinyl wrap. There's this side. I'll bring you guys over to the main shop. 6 more racks, 6 more PPF technicians.
The cross cab will not fit in here at all.
Yeah, what do you mean, man? It's perfect. It's right at home. This side of the shop is where we do our vinyl wraps. So if you're doing a complete color change on a car, in this case, this car came in and the customer got a custom printed fade. So you have the black, which fades back to the gold.
Wow. Oh,
so
that's
pretty wild.
Cool. That is wild. That's different. This is an extremely impressive place. And you're dealing with some high dollar, extremely rare cars. So it's like, you guys must know what you're doing.
You gotta be on your game at all times for sure. But we're here for the Murano, man.
That's right.
What's the deal with the Murano?
So the Murano is going to be the perfect sort of test vehicle to show the capabilities of Xpel PPF.
Okay.
We'd like for you to PPF half of it, kind of right down the middle, passenger side or the driver's side, PPF the other one, just naked. And then we're gonna send the Murano on a number of tests. Basically, we're gonna beat the crap out of it. And we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see how well Xpel protects the paint. All right, we should take a look at it.
Let's go take a look at it. Oh boy.
Boom, what do you think? The Nissan Murano CrossCabriolet.
Well, this thing's interesting.
Look at this thing, a convertible crossover. They were a total failure on the market, but that doesn't mean they're not great.
It's definitely unique. Is unique the right word?
When people say something's unique, it means they don't like it, but it's okay. Look at this.
It's definitely, it fits right in, right?
It does. Look at this Pagani
It's perfect.
cross cab.
Yeah.
Let me show you the party trick.
Okay.
Get ready for this.
This ought to be good.
This is why people pay for this thing. This is what made this thing so famous. This incredible top.
Is it supposed to come up sideways?
What?
Yeah, I think your top is broken. It's a little crooked back here.
Hold on. Let me see what happens.
I don't think this is factory.
Really? Is it crooked?
It's crooked. It's going this way.
Wait, nothing's happening.
Hey, you want to go back up?
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, so
maybe try that again.
all right, let's try to go back the other direction. Okay, well, it's not making a great first impression, but Jason, second try is just, it's the charm. Okay, hold on.
Good old second try.
Okay, there's absolutely nothing happening now. This is not the state.
Not planned?
Not at all. This is not the state that you want this top in. You either want it open or you want it closed.
Yeah.
But it is
halfway open right now.
Halfway open. This is maybe if we shut it off.
Something tells me this is why the car was a flop.
Third time's the charm.
There it is. Yeah, let's see it.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Maybe not. Yeah, so the first time the whole thing was shifted and it went out like this. I'd never seen that before in a convertible.
You can
maybe burned out a motor?
Eh, boy. But that's not what this project's about.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we'll figure out the top thing later. The important thing is, this is going to be the Xpel test car.
Okay.
We are going to put this thing through a series of tests. We're going to beat the crap out of it.
Okay.
And half of it will be protected by Xpel, the other half will not.
That's the first time request for us, 50-50.
Obviously, it's not in perfect shape, right? Like typically, the cars that come in here, you're putting PPF on really nice paint, right?
Typically, yes. So I can see you brought me a couple doors that are chipped up.
Yeah, sorry about that. There just aren't a lot of these for sale on the market, you know?
I can imagine.
So we have some door chips, some chips here on the edge.
Okay.
But for the most part, I think this, and there's some big ones here, there, yeah.
Maybe a polish on it.
And by the way, I assume once you actually clean it, it reveals a lot more than what we see right now.
Oh, yeah. We'll do a nice clay bar and kind of pull all the contaminants out and then see what we're left with.
Little ding on the hood.
Yeah, okay. You guys hit a couple shopping carts on the way over here.
But the paint is still okay there. The biggest issue with the paint, but you might disagree because I don't know in terms of PPF installation what the biggest issue is. This here looks pretty rough. It looks like that got hit, but actually there's a crack in the paint there.
Yep. All right. So a little passive polish.
And I don't know who was opening. I mean, they must have been just opening their doors willy-nilly onto columns or whatever. This is like pathetic. How can there be this many chips?
It's a bit much. And this door, to be fair, is massive. So it's possible that it swings out pretty far.
It is a huge door.
So I'm going to defend the car for once.
You think you guys can do it? I mean, obviously I'm not bringing you the best example here.
We can absolutely do it. How it's going to look, only time will tell.
All right, we're here at PFS. We dropped off a Nissan Murano CrossCabriolet with 100,000 miles and a bunch of chips on it. And we said, Jason at PFS, can you clean this up? Get it good enough? We're gonna see what he managed with his team. Did he work a miracle? Let's find out. And after that, we're gonna see what it's like to actually install PPF on this magnificent machine. Okay, we're back at PFS after Jason's team, was delivered a kind of messed up Nissan Murano CrossCab.
No.
100,000 miles on it, scratches, a couple dings, and we're gonna see what Jason's team could do with it. So you did paint correction and a little bit of touch up here and there.
Yeah, so paint correction, I'm gonna use that term loosely because we tried paint correction on it. So we spent probably about a day and a half polishing the paint. The paint was
day and a half?
About a day and a half on it. Just taking our time because the paint was very thin. I'm guessing with the mileage that was on there, quite a bit of sun damage. So paint's not perfect, but I know I sent you guys a couple photos. Hopefully you're happy seeing how shiny it is.
You mind if we just have a look?
Of course, let's go take a look at it up close now.
Because my worry was that we ended up bringing you a car that wasn't nice enough. Oh my gosh.
So here she is. So we still have some paint issues. Of course, you have some PPF that's on there right now.
Yeah.
So
how did you even, what the heck? This looks like a different car. It actually does.
It's better, right? So the biggest thing with that correction is it brought out a lot more of that shine. It got rid of the light swirls and scratches, but you're still gonna have like your hard staining that's in the paint and of course your paint chips. The second part of that is we went around and we try to touch up as many chips as possible. So stuff like this, we're using the factory color, it blends in to make it better, but it doesn't eliminate it.
Yeah.
Especially since the touch-up paint is gonna be brand new, considering this is 100,000 miles on it. So there'll be a little bit of a difference on there. But overall, it did make it a lot better.
Check out the side over here, this side. Look at that. That looks fantastic.
It's a bit shinier, right?
Way shinier.
Yeah.
Remember, the point here is we're gonna abuse this thing and see what Xpel PPF can do for half of this machine. So we needed a decent paint to start out with. I was really worried. Jason, you and your team figured it out. So that's great. Let's keep walking how we do. I know that this paint up here was really thin.
You got some water on it now, so it covers it up. But yes, a lot of the issues that we saw were able to be pulled out and removed. And that way, again, just bring back a little bit more of that shine before you lock it in.
It's kind of ideal to have both sides they're the same condition.
Yeah.
Because this is an experiment. We need a control. So it needs to all be the same condition, and then PPF is going right up the middle, which by the way, I'm seeing some film on this car.
Some film's on, yes. So we do have some of the PPF on there. So yes, everything was correct on the car, both sides for comparison. And now what you're seeing is the next step, which is why you brought the car in for the PPF. So as you described, this project is getting 50-50. This is a first for us. Most clients want their full car protected, but I understand that this is a special project. So we're, and I say special loosely as well.
But what if a client comes to you and they're like, look, we just don't have the funds right now for a full PPF. Can we do half of a car.
We can do half
we'll
the
the next
car.
half when I have the money.
We can do half the car, but we're gonna do the front half of the car.
Oh, okay.
Not the down the middle.
So if someone asked you that, you'd just be like, you'd probably convince them that it makes no sense.
Yes,
right?
we're not doing the David special on this one. But yeah, on this car, we're gonna be doing half of it. So driver's side is receiving PPF. So what you're seeing on here is that on some of the installs, it's not just kit only and placement. We'll actually extend the edges. So in here, you're seeing that the film's overlaid and it's been settling overnight. And then what we'll do is we'll go back and do a nice 50-50 cut down the middle. What that allows for is for the edges to be rolled so you don't have giant gaps all around. So it's still getting the extra special treatment even though it's a 100,000 mile Nissan Murano.